Getting away with it again this time, has snuck away to a handy sort of a break on them, and he's opening up quite well in the early part. Sean Hamilton is up there in second place. A little bit of pressure on there for those minor placings, though. Once again, it appears like the 3 or 4 that were in the lead in the early part are going to be in this one again. As we see Gary Easdale moving up now, and I think he's picked up the 3rd position in front of James Stewart, the winner of the last event, who's in 4th place. Picked up another spot there and starting to put the pressure out onto Gruber again, so for lunch after this event by the look of it, so if you want to ease the pressure on the canteen and get in before the rush, you can make your way up there and start on all. And we can see up there in 3rd place is third position and enforcement. Struggling to keep up the pace of these 4. As we found in the first event, it was a race amongst these 4. The surface certainly chewed up nicely now, and they seem to have a bit of traction on there, so that's they won't have all problems. Certainly appear to be a moz on these fellas, as Easdale appears to have suffered there at the extent of that one down at the return, and there's 2 or 3 of them going past him now as he starts to sort himself out. Well, it's a little bit stiff because he was moving through fairly well there. That leaves Gruber now with a pretty handy sort of a break, out 85, 90 metres clear of the winner of the first event, James Stewart, in the 2nd position. So plenty of time to work on him, so Gruber will have to do it right this time out, as Stewart's certainly close enough to capitalise on any problems. Hamilton in the 3rd position, going along quite well and well clear of his opposition. We get a look at as they come through now. They got couple down. Handy sort of a break. James Stewart in the 2nd position. Sort of the first event, so it certainly makes an interesting point score out of it. Sean Hamilton in the following up then by Dirt Sandgirl. Back in about 8th to 9th place, I think, in the first event. So he's would be quite happy with his improved form. Dono de Blaze, it is holding down the 5th position. Gary Smith in 6th place. Going through there, but they're certainly not going to figure in the placings, as we see Gruber has opened up a bigger margin now, pushed the lead out quite a bit more, second rider in a bit of strife there on the staircase climb. He did appear to have a few problems there, but he's sorted himself out now, but about 100, 120 metres down on Gruber. Gruber's certainly very tentative in that corner. It cost him in the earlier event, and very tentative coming at it there now. In fact, they're all having a little bit of trouble with that corner, so it's obviously one of the obstacles that we've got. There's the margin for you as he goes past in the main street. Peter Gruber with a very good handy break on this event. By Jamie Stewart though, certainly sticking at it. Stretching the distance out, he's got almost an equal margin over the third rider. Similar distance down in the third place. The fourth position, they're very strung out field here as we see them coming through. Gary Eastdale, the next one to go through. It is making up the next posse. Gary Smith making up the sixth posse. Wayne Huxley in the seventh position. Places are certainly strung out here with the best part of 100 metres between each of them. We see them go through there now. Peter Gruber it is in the first. Has led from the outset this time out and is doing it pretty comfortably. He's in front of Jamie Stewart on the Kawasaki in second place. I would say down, but also 100 metres clear of his opposition. And Sean Hamilton on the Yamaha. Now he's gone on to Honda, hasn't he? And John Hamilton being followed up then by Dirk Sandberg, who was in third position last time. He's back in about fifth or sixth place this time out. Into that one with a commanding lead. He's increased the margin out this time, probably almost by 25-50% probably. He'll be leading now by the best part of 150, 200 metres over Jamie Stewart. And in that order they would certainly finish up level on points for the going through there now. Sean Hamilton. Good dice on here for fourth and fifth place as we see Gary Easdale riding up into the there with the Dirk Sandberg. They battle it out. In fact, he's taken over. Dirk in trouble, trying a little bit too hard there. Has gone down. So that leaves Gary in the fourth place. Dirk should have plenty of time to pick it up and get a roll start from that position and take over the fifth spot, just dropping the one position at the time he fell. Certainly must be a wet spot over the back there before the triple jump area. Cautiously through there, and Peter Gruber well conscious that he only had to do. And we'll see our leader coming up now to the checkered flag. And Peter Gruber taking out a well-deserved win there to certainly led from start.